All right, Morty, you ready for our adventure to the lost city of Atlantis?
Rick and Morty not being complete assholes to each other is a pretty clear indicator that we won't be going to Atlantis. And I get that's the point of the episode, but it doesn't make me any less upset that the episode does not contain an adventure to the lost city of Atlantis. Also, we're 3 seasons in and still no one's picked up this fucking sock.
We're going from reality to reality, asking Ricks to contribute.
Charity canvassing. Canvassing? Hey, the Brits and the Aussies went with charity muggers and then a shortened version of that, so now there's been bad word choices on 3 continents.
You're pitching the policeman's ball to a black teenager here.
The smartest man in the universe being aware of the complex and difficult relationship racial and ethnic minorities have with the police, but choosing to use the topic as fodder for his jokes as opposed to actually doing something about it.
You don't have to be a dick. I think you know that's not true.
When Rick stop being polite and start getting real. We wouldn't dare play the music, but the sin, as always, is Joe Walsh. Eating sardines while driving, or pretty much ever. Also, drinking and driving.
Citadel Morning News. News about the Citadel in the morning. Pretty self-explanatory.
When you over-explain things to the different versions of yourself as if you're the asshole. And before you say, what about the Mortys? You and I both know they'll never stop playing with their remote long enough to watch the news.
60 iterations off the central finite curve. There's a Rick that works more with wood than polarity plating.
The subtitles on my version say this narrator's Sam Elliott, when it's actually Jeff B. Davis doing an impression of Sam Elliott. Now, whether that's a mistake or a joke, I'm giving it a sin for making me take the time to figure it out. But also, Jeff B. Davis absolutely nails this Sam Elliott impression.
And the chemical that makes his brain secrete goes into every Simple Rick Simple Wafers wafer cookie.
Brain secretion wafer cookies are my least favorite secretion wafer cookies.
Come home to the impossible flavor of your own completion.
Tagline of my sex tape? The arrow on the "this guy needs a plumbus" sign is not making it clear as to exactly who needs the plumbus.
I love being your new farty!
Kids. Having an entire factory that only makes wafer cookies. Sure, a factory could put out just one product, but f***ing wafer cookies? How is there a big enough market for those?
K83, affectionately known as Cool Rick.
K83 doesn't pronounce his name Cool Rick.
Just 4 normal Mortys. Normal? Put it in your blog.
Shop owner Morty is suddenly clever enough to make this comeback when a moment ago he wasn't clever enough to give Training Day Rick and Morty any information about the robbery beyond saying they looked like Mortys.
The Morty Town Locos!
Making your gang name sound Hispanic by adding the word logos to it is like the social science equivalent of adding the word quantum to things to make them more science-y.
More lasers.
Agreed.
How would you solve the Citadel's financial crisis?
For a show as consistently outside the box as this one, it's surprising they went with a boilerplate financial crisis as a problem facing the Citadel. I mean, at least give us a financial time crisis.
Can we fact check this, please?
Juggling would have been enough, but this one's for attempting to fact check a juggling metaphor. When they dismissed class, everyone but these 4 just walked out of the room and presumably out of the building using the front door. So why couldn't these 4 do the same?
I see it in our factories, where Ricks work for a fraction of their boss's salary, even though they're identical and have the same IQ.
If they all have the same IQ, then why aren't there robot servants doing all the work and thousands of Ricks just sitting around drinking margaritas? Shonies. What else would I send here? Everything else about the scene is perfectly normal. This screen in the back shows all the Ricks running for office and their percentage in the polls, which equals 100. But where's the Morty date and his percentage? Even if he has 0% at this point, he should still be on this screen since he was taking part in the debate. I believe the sin here is Rickscrimination.
You gonna lick my balls or what?
Shit, grandson, you keep me peeling squab squamps and slipping nib nibs, I'll lick whatever ain't nailed down.
Well, there's just a lot of shit here I'm just going to ignore for my own sanity and move straight to sinning Rick for lickscrimination against things that are nailed down. Bandaging your wound on the outside of your clothes.
Hey, y'all get the hell away from my damn mega fruit!
Mega fruit seeds didn't go up a butt in this episode.
I bet the wishing portal leads to a reality where it's a bunch of French toast with boobies.
Does the French toast have boobies, or are the boobies on the side? I need to know.
Slick, why do you have to be so dramatic?
Episode has a slick Morty, but no slick Rick.
I thought I was left-handed, Morty. Then you should use your left hand to eat more vegetables.
Lizard Morty would be TVSins Morty at, well, TVSins. Associating food with a hard Rick is not a health code violation in this scene.
1 dance for 10, 2 for 25.
For a moment, I was worried about shaming autosexuality here, but the longer I spend with this scene, the more certain I become that this is something else entirely.
I want to be a regular kid. I want to go to school and throw balls around and masturbate.
Show wants me to believe those last 2 aren't one and the same.
We got your portal gun.
After he drops the shield, they make a little baby portal to give him the gun. So while he's distracted and the shield was still down, couldn't they have opened multiple portals in the flavor core and surrounded him?
A portal to the blender dimension?
The one-line pitch responsible for Event Horizon.
The factory made cookies, flavored them with lies.
Splenda.
You have to give up something really important. For me, that's my panini maker. I wish for 1,000,000 sandwiches. And yes, I see the irony.
Not requesting these sandwiches at a specific interval so they don't arrive all at once and spoil.
I wish anything about this life would change.
The show does the wildest, most nonsensical bullshit and somehow swings it back around to make you feel something cliché.
Now is the time for action.
Sure, launching the bodies out into space gives us an idea of the devastation evil Morty can inflict, but it makes little sense in terms of disposal, especially when you've already shown us the giant garbage portal that seems much more suited to the job.
Still not curious about what might have happened at that crazy Citadel place?
Not at all, Morty. That place will never have any bearing over our lives ever again.
Writers let the audience know that nothing in this show is sacred, and they'll do whatever they please whenever they want, and that includes bringing the Citadel back probably somewhere around the 500th season.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. Hey. Oh, jeez, man. I hear that. Oh, jeez. But, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, man. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Sorry, I never touched another juggler's instruments.
Yeah, I think we actually have the audio for his speech here.
I just got a free churro because my mom died.
The election's got these yellow shirts more riled up than a picture day Jessica.
If you're gonna get nasty, I'm gonna leave.
Yes, slow Rick, tall Morty.
I said, reading is good. Can we start the story now?
See all you fresh-faced kidlets sitting there in your neat little rows, and you're all just pods waiting for your instructions.
From the Ricks and Mortys that believe in this Citadel to the Ricks and Mortys that don't.
You're screwed. Thank you. Bye.
What's this?
The Spice Melange.
They say for your wish to come true, you have to give up something really important.
Yeah, but you know what? This one right here. This was my dream, my wish, and it didn't come true.